Welcome back, adventurers. This episode is the start of Chapter 2 of The Void. This episode is Episode 1 of Shadow Dragon that involves Azalea Dragon and Holiday. How this chapter is going to work is one of the members of the Void adventure will be paired with another. Between episodes of Chapter 1 and episodes of Chapter 2, they have been informed that they will be competing for a number of points. They have been introduced to a character called the Game Master. This is a somewhat boss that was sent by the Paradox. As the adventurers continue on, they begin to learn more about the Void itself and Paradox. Through this adventure, they will decide, will they side with the Paradox or take faith with the adventurer that is known as Gideon and try to break out of the Void their own way. I hope you enjoy Chapter 2, and I hope you enjoy this episode with Azalea and Holiday. Adventure on. Azalea and Holiday. Welcome back to a new story, though a new chapter. We began this dive into the void on a solo journey. Holiday, it returned you to your home, though different than the one you left behind. Azalea, yours was in a mysterious place with familiar faces and new allies, but new issues. But it all came to a head when you all met Paradox, offering a game of sorts with rewards. And be it coerced or of free will, you agreed, promptly fading into the darkness. Between chapters, you were introduced to a new character, the Game Master, who said that there are other teams fighting for points. The winners would get to have a special prize, but also decide how the team with the least points die. With the stakes risen and a new adventure beginning, Holiday, we start with you.
Alright.
You wake up, completely alone, in Birdie's house.
In a bed? Do I hear sounds around me at all?
You hear the city of Shadow Dragon. Home, the place where the heroes all bonded together.
Do I hear Birdie in the house at all?
You do not.
I would like to make an insight check to see if anyone's been around here besides me for a while.
Roll investigation check.
Okay. 17.
It looks perfectly clean. The wood is shiny, there is no, debris or, misplaced teacups. Everything is meticulously, perfectly placed. The bookshelf is immaculate, no dust. Everything is fluffed and almost as if it's picture perfect, but there's no signs of life.
Are there any I would like to look out a window.
You see Shadow Dragon, the city you know, specifically the college Shadow Dragon Scholar District.
Mm-hmm.
You see the Parliament and the college as Verdi's house is about here.
Sorry, could you show me again? Okay, gotcha. There's people outside, yes?
It seems like it. It's raining in Shadow Dragon, but that's not abnormal. And cloudy. People seem to be in coats, hats, umbrellas, all that stuff. There's definitely life outside. It's not deserted.
Okay. So I would grab a jacket and start to head outside.
Noted. Okay. Azalea. You wake up in your bed.
Oh. What kind of boots am I wearing?
You aren't wearing boots, you're in pajamas.
I'm in pajamas. I get dressed. Is there a window?
Uh-huh.
I look outside.
You see the same thing as Holiday. You see it's raining and pouring. Nothing unusual about that with Shadow Dragon.
No.
People scurrying around. Yeah. Your closet is stocked with your normal stuff.
Does this look real?
Feels real. Looks real enough.
Feels real.
Feels like home.
I go look for Theo.
You go to his room. The door is exactly the way you remember it. Right down to the slightly, bent just upwards a little bit too much handle from that one night that he aggressively tried to dramatically slam in the door. It's empty. But it is his room. Or at least the room that's in the manor.
Is this a game? I'm just gonna start looking for people in the manor.
There is no one.
That's unusual, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She's saying this out loud. Okay. This is part of the game. Right? I'm gonna go outside.
Okay. Holiday.
Yes.
You go outside and you go outside and you're starting to see just how different this place might be from the one you know.
All right.
Everyone is staying along the sides of the roads, rather than walking down them. Even though Shadow Dragon is a bolstering huge city, along the lines of Ba Sing Se, there usually are a lot of carts and a lot of horses and things along those lines. But they go slow enough that people can walk down the middle of the road. But you hear what sounds like a faint rumbling in the distance.
Do the people look like they're scared or frightened or worried?
How close do you get to them?
I'm still by the door, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
But I try to walk around the streets. How do I want to put this? I would not too close. I want to say 30 feet away.
Everyone seems incredibly calm. What's your passive perception?
10.
Never mind. Everyone seems completely calm. Just going about their day, walking in and out of shops. You see a strange machine pass on the road. It's going faster than any cart. It looks like a metal cart with no horse.
Would I be able to tell if it's like a car?
You think it's one of the early model cars.
Okay. Could I look back at the house to see if there's any lights coming through from any other place?
From Birdie's house, or specifically from Birdie's house?
Yes, please.
There is nothing.
Okay.
Now that you notice that the pole, the street lights, are electric.
Okay. Could I quickly open the door back in Birdie's house to see if there's any light bulbs?
There are.
Okay. I would like to see if there's any other modern electric wear around the streets.
All right, roll investigation. Three.
Yep.
Ooh.
You walk into the kitchen, and you see a strange counter with 4 circles on it and a series of dials, but that's just must be a counter. But you also see what looks to be a plain brown journal on the table.
Plain brown journal? Does it look like it's a trap or anything?
Doesn't look like it, but you can check somehow if you like.
I would like to check if it's a trap.
How you want to do that? Arcana, investigation.
I would like to make an Arcana check first.
Sounds good.
That's a 22.
That is not magical.
Okay. Could I... Is it locked in any way?
Nope.
It's just a plain journal.
Yep.
I would like to flip open the first page.
You see the following message. Your teammate is in the city with you. It is obvious who they are. If you want to receive your family and friends, beat and find the clockmaker.
Is there anything else written in the journal?
Yes. Mysteriously enough, you see handwriting that you do not know, but it seems familiar. With basically all the things you wrote in your group chat. That is what you may use. Azalea. Back to Azalea.
I've stepped out of the manor.
Okay. You are on the street. You see what looks to be a metal cart with no horse. And it seems to be going faster than you could ever have imagined. You see a bunch of people in rain gear walking from this way, that way. It looks like a typical shadow dragon. What's your passive perception?
12.
Nope, never mind.
No. Love casters. I start walking with them. I'm gonna start making my way toward the Parliament.
Okay. How close do you get to them?
I'm scared of the metal carts, so I'm walking pretty close.
Okay. Let's see if. Nope. Okay. You get to the Parliament.
Do they appear to see me?
No. They're just very nonchalantly going from one place to the other. Their face is very like there's not a lot of expression. They're just kind of blank, moving forward, backwards. It is a little uncanny valley, but it's not inherently alarming.
It's not. They don't like. If I stop, they're gonna walk around me.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And she tries that, but then she keeps going.
Yep. They just move around you.
She can go into the Parliament. She's looking.
It's empty.
Is there signs of a struggle? She's gonna start looking. I'm
100%.
ready to make an investigation.
Absolutely.
6.
You don't find
you've
much
been
except
banished.
for you don't find much except for a plain brown journal on Adelaide's desk.
I open it, thinking maybe she wrote me a note or something.
Your teammate is in the city with you. It will be obvious who they are. If you want to receive your family and friends, beat and find the clockmaker. Signed, GM. And you find all the notes and hints that you guys have discovered in your group chat.
I've never heard of a clockmaker in the city, have I?
No, God, no.
No.
Also,
Fuck's a clock.
you realize that this room is lit, despite the fact there is no sun. And you see a tiny sun in the ceiling.
And does it look like fire?
Mm-mm.
I'm just gonna get a stool and try to touch it.
It's warm. It burns you a little bit, so fucking take 1 point of fire damage.
If I'm resistant, is it still 1 point?
Yes.
Okay.
As it's definitely glass, and you see a little wire in the center of it that glows. It does sting though.
I'll take the journal with me. And I'm gonna go ask people on the street what a clock is.
You would know what a clock is.
Okay. I'll go ask people on the street about a clockmaker. And I'm also gonna look for an obelisk.
For sure. Roll perception.
Not where I'm using this one. 17.
Okay. You don't find any obelisk, but you try to stop people and they just keep moving. They don't talk to you unless you physically try to stop one.
I stand in front of them and ask them questions, but I will not put my hands on them because that's rude.
They just walk around you.
I'm gonna go to the shopping district.
Okay. Noted. Holiday.
I take the journal with me, and I head to the college.
Okay, you head to the college. It is empty.
Like, no one's maintaining anything, or...
Oh, well, it's perfect. It's perfectly maintained. Shining floors, books are everywhere, desks are clean. There's not even graffiti. All of the plants and stuff are just perfectly placed. It's a little eerie. No master. You go right up to his office if you want to.
I would like to go to one of the higher places in the college and look outside.
The master's office is the highest point.
Okay, I go to the master's room
Okay.
because it doesn't look like he's there. So I'm like hoping he doesn't mind. Really.
The elevator brings you up, and you have a full 360 view of. Yeah.
And can I get a? What does the city look like from the top?
It looks pretty much identical to the map. What you do spot, interestingly enough, is seems to be someone who's diverting. You realize, as you stare, all of the people walking are just walking in a circle. There is only two exceptions.
Person who's stopping the traffic.
Person who is stopping the traffic, walking towards the market district, and then one who is exiting the temple district, seemingly walking towards the market as well, where you can't really tell any defining features on the person who's closer to the market district. The temple district person who seems to probably be walking towards that one. It's just jet black.
I decide to make my way to the person who's all in jet black.
Noted. Azalea. You make your way to the market district?
I make my way to the market district. I'm looking for. It says, and I check the journal. It says find each other. So I'm looking for someone who's is looking at me.
Mm-hmm. Where do you go?
If no one's looking at me, I'm just gonna go to each stall in the market and try to ask about clockmakers.
Nope. No one even answers you.
That would be too easy.
I'm gonna roll again.
Yeah.
Okay, a little bit closer. Something is off. Something is off about everyone.
This is a moment in time. I'm gonna find a one of the stalls. I'm gonna stand there and I'm gonna watch people.
Roll perception.
13.
Just enough. Everyone's wearing a lot of high-collared stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no variancy in races.
What happened here? She's talking out loud. She's also looking for Azalea. Like, she's looking to see if she can spot him. Okay. Yeah, she's gonna keep looking for someone. Because she assumes someone has to be different. Someone has to be moving. Find each other. Where is she even supposed to look? She's gonna stay there and watch.
Eventually, you begin to see someone break. Someone does stick out. You see someone moving much too fast for just normal walking towards you.
She's gonna run to meet them.
Let's see the picture first.
Okay. You're right. She stands and waits. Eye contact, but stands and waits.
Holiday.
I would like, as I'm walking towards the district, I would like to walk with the people.
Okay.
Like with the grain. I don't want to
Fight against it.
So, yeah. Could I make a perception check on their faces?
Sure.
That's another 3.
Oh.
Nothing. Unless you want to use an inspiration.
Nah. But I would like to ask,
Yes.
do they look like... Are they androids?
They kind of have that vibe.
Is there... what pattern are they... Like, how far apart are they walking in?
Exactly a foot away from each other.
I would like to find a spot and I want to try to connect with one of them.
Okay, how do you do that?
I want to see if there's an extra space
Okay.
in between one where there's like a foot or 2 feet in between and slide between those.
Roll investigation.
Oh,
Doesn't look like it.
okay. So I will.
You do see them. They're all kind of walking eerily in sync now. You can it's subtle, and the sense that everyone doesn't seem to be going to the same space, but it's almost as if they're all one movement. They're all kind of almost one organism, where one may break off to the pack, but then enters and comes back to the same thing as you realize they're all walking clockwise.
Would I be... Because the message says clock maker. I want to... I'm hoping this isn't too far ahead of myself, but I want to say that the androids... The whole city is a clock.
It's a theory.
Because, you know... That's what it seems like. So I want to walk next to them then.
Okay.
And I want to see if I could walk alongside one of them and connect to one of them.
Roll sleight of hand.
19.
You are able to grab one of their hands, but as you do, it does not connect. But what you do see is this.
Nice tats, fam.
It's in character. No, I'm kidding.
Are they like...
Because they are machine, and you are an android, you do get a sense of them. They are nothing more than clockwork. Intricate, amazing clockwork, but they are not individuals like you are. It's the equivalency of a really cool wind-up toy. As you see now, their faces are... There's variancy. Not a lot of it.
They're very sorry?
Uniform. They're very uniform. Their faces are very uniform. As you can probably assume, basically the faces are the only human-esque thing about it. If you were to like pull the collar down, you would see more clockwork.
I'm a little irked. I start heading towards the black, or I try to head towards the direction of the black figure a little faster now.
Okay, you see he is walking towards a, she's blue, yeah?
Yeah.
A blue tiefling. Your mind immediately jumps to Sam Dragon. Azalea.
Yes.
You see that figure power float to you, as it is moving around these people, as it approaches you with sense of urgency. Do you do anything?
No, I wait till he's in front of me.
He gets to you.
Are you who we're looking for? Are you who I'm looking for?
Shakes his head.
Are you the clockmaker?
Shakes his head.
Are you trapped here too?
Nods.
Let's work together.
You see a smoky black hand extend from the cloak.
I take his hand.
Okay, he helps you down. Holiday, you see this cloaked figure help this blue tiefling girl, so definitely not Sam Dragon, off of a shopping cart, basically, like a, what's it called? A booth.
I don't make myself, or I don't draw attention to myself. I kind of do stand a distance and observe.
Okay. He helps you down, Azalea.
We need to find someone else. I found a book. It says that I have to find someone.
He nods.
I don't know who. So stay here with me and we'll find them?
He nods.
And I start looking around again.
Roll perception.
Yeah, 19.
You see Holiday.
Stay here, I'll be right back. And I run to Holiday.
He follows.
Okay. And I run to her and I yell, Auntie Holiday, and I hug her.
You see that, Holiday?
Hello?
Hi, are you who I'm looking for? You're real. No one else I think is real.
These aren't people.
What?
They're machines. See, like me, and then I kind of like peel back the skin a little bit. To
Mhm.
Oh, right! This does not freak me out as I have seen her do this before.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. They're a clock, I believe.
The sun begins to go down.
The clockmaker. You said they're moving in a clock?
Yeah, you got the message too, right?
I did, and I wiggle my thing at...
I take out my notebook and be like, ta-da. Here, let's get to someplace a little warmer, and then I guess we'll talk. Who is your friend, by the way?
I didn't ask your name. I just kind of know you as Shadow Person. Do you have a name? Okay, that's okay. Not if Shadow Person is okay.
He nods.
Okay. This is Shadow Person. He's stuck here too.
He friendly? Is he friendly?
Seems friendly. Came looking for me.
Could I make some sort of check on the black figure to see if he's...
Roll insight.
Hostile.
16.
The best way I can describe it is, it's not that he's not hostile, but you don't immediately get a threat from him. As you look at him a little longer, and it almost seems like someone, an ally, if not a friend, that you've met is wearing a thick cloak. And, like, you can't exactly tell it's them, but, like, you can see their shape, and it still kind of reminds you of them.
All right. But let's get to someplace safe.
Nods.
The manor's empty. If we wanted to use that.
Could I see if there's any cameras around?
Sure. Roll perception.
Natural 20.
Yo.
There are. You see hundreds of cameras around you. Almost every building. They're small enough and they're new enough that they wouldn't draw attention, but you would recognize the cameras.
Did you say the manor?
Yeah.
let's not go there.
Okay.
And I point out to Azalea the little cameras, and I'm like, these are for surveillance, I believe.
Like, scrying?
Yes, but more
Oh, okay.
modern.
Ah,
Or
okay.
not. I guess for you it'd be more in the future. It's a little different.
That's okay. Time is really weird.
Yeah. Hopefully we could find a place.
Holiday. Azalea has mentioned the manor,
Mhm.
has called you Auntie Holiday.
Yeah.
You think Azalea might be a dragon, Thea's family.
There's a lot of questions I have, and I'm sure you do too, but I would like to talk in a more
Same.
secure place.
There's one more place that's empty.
Which place?
And I come and I whisper, the Parliament's empty.
We'll check it out and see if there's any. We just want to make sure, just in case. We don't want.
There's any scrying machines.
Exactly.
Alright.
Until then, we'll keep our voices hush-hush.
So you all begin to move towards the Parliament. And it's not far away from where you were, so you get there within 15 minutes. But you see the crowds beginning to thin out as rhythmically and mechanically these clockwork creatures file into their homes, quote unquote, and close their doors as the lights all in a row turn on. As Shadow Dragon, still pouring, is dipped, that's the word, dipped into darkness as you see the stars come out.
Does it stop raining?
No?
Did the stars come out?
Yep.
Weird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I note that.
It looks like you can see the stars through the clouds.
I don't say anything until we're safe.
Mm-hmm. You make your way to the Parliament, and Holiday, you've been here before multiple times.
Absolutely.
As have you, Azalea. It is empty. The black ivory stone that is polished so it can give off your reflection echoes as you step onto it. The gold dragon artwork that is plastered, that was replaced after Vohorn's fall, also so shiny you can see your reflection, still gleams. It's perfect. Everything is perfect, but not quite right.
Are there any surveillance here?
No.
So how did you get here?
I woke up. I'm pretty sure that Game Master, I think he dropped us here. Did you meet the game? You met the Game Master, right?
In a sense, I think we both have a very similar understanding of him.
Did you meet Paradox? The Miss Paradox, pardon me.
Yes, the game giver outer.
Yeah, we're playing a game for her. But that's, so no matter what happens, don't worry. She's some sort of god thing, and this is all fake. This is a test, it's a game. It means that we can get hurt here, but nothing bad is permanent here. So we're gonna be okay.
You see the shadow person float towards Adelaide's office.
I think he wants us to go into Adelaide's office.
He doesn't seem interested in what you guys are doing.
So, you called me Auntie?
Yeah, don't you... Oh, you don't remember me, do you? It's okay. Time is really weird, I understand. I'm Adelaide's daughter.
Adelaide doesn't have any kids in your timeline.
She and Sam saved me.
This kid might be from the future.
So, how old are you?
I'm 21.
You see the Shadow Man force, like, not touch anything, but like he puts his hand out and the double doors slam open as he glides into the office.
I go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We can talk while walking.
Yep.
So you're from the past, I guess, yeah?
I suppose that's the best way to put it.
That's kind of cool, because you know what those scrying machines are. So I thought that you were from the future.
It's a little complicated.
Does that make sense?
Well, I still have the knowledge of the future, but without too much knowledge of the future. I haven't... Yeah.
You see the Shadow Man start just ripping open a bunch of like boxes and chests and things in Adelaide's office.
Be gentle! And I'm gonna go help him.
What are you looking for?
Oh.
He looks at you and then just keeps looking.
I guess I'm helping now.
I'm gonna look for a quill.
Okay. Roll investigation.
Oh no. 7.
You find a quill in your mom's desk.
Alright, I'm gonna see if I can find ink, and then I'm gonna... shadow person, can you write? That might make it easier, and I'm gonna open the journal to, like, the back pages.
It approaches you and goes to grab the quill, and it just goes right through.
No! Okay.
As you just see it forcefully and, like, psychically start ripping off books off of the bookshelf.
I'm gonna try to stack them nicely!
Holiday, what would you like to do?
I take out my journal and I ask for the pen, or for the quill.
Oh, yeah.
And I write down all the letters. And I ask the shadow person. This might take a little bit, but maybe this will help us later when you want to talk a little bit more. You could point out the letters.
It nods, and eventually it goes to pull out a book, and it doesn't work.
I help him.
It doesn't move for you either.
Here, maybe she has it, and I'm gonna try to pull it.
It does not work, but you recognize this from the manor. This is a secret vault door. It's like a lock key, so it's like it's like a lock. Deadlock, that's what it is, and so you have to turn it.
Oh, it's a coded lock. Is it numbers?
I said it was a deadlock. Like, you know how you lock doors, like with a deadlock?
I've never heard of a deadlock. I thought I was picturing a locker.
No. So basically, you know how your front door, you have your knob, and then you have the thing above the knob?
Yes.
That's a deadlock.
Oh shit, okay. Has it got a keyhole?
No, it's just a book. And you just have to turn it.
Okay. I'm gonna try turning the book.
It works. As you see...
The hardest puzzle in this game.
I'm sorry. I know.
I just realized that I've heard it called a deadbolt, and I'm so sorry.
Okay. It's fine. Me, yeah, you have to turn it to open it. Are there like numbers or something?
Dumbass.
Oh, sorry. I'm not laughing at you. I fucking love Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh god.
It turns as you hear what sounds like a decompression. As the bookshelf unlocks. It pops from the wall.
Did you know this was here?
It looks at you, just with its black form, as it tries to will the door to open, like the bookcase to peel back from the wall. As you see now, it is a vault door.
I got it, and I'm gonna do it.
Holiday?
I stand back and I'm like, I don't know if this is a great idea.
Okay. You open it, and you see something not necessarily painful, Azalea, but definitely a reminder. As you see this, right against the that's not right. Right against the okay, let me just do the first thing first. Don't get ahead of myself. Slumped over against a pedestal that seems to be holding a self-levitating fractured gem.
No way in hell this place isn't trapped. I'm gonna check for traps.
Okay, how do you do so?
Investigation, I want to say.
Okay. But do you step in? What do you do?
Oh, I guess I'm looking for from the outside first.
Okay, roll investigation.
15.
You don't see anything, but that doesn't mean that it's not there. You know, Adelaide.
Shadow person, do you get hurt? You can't touch physical things. Do you get hurt by things?
So he tilts his head.
Like, if, I was to go, smack, would you feel that?
Go off. The windows rattle.
I'm gonna take that as a yes. Okay.
So how much debris left is on the floor?
No debris.
Oh, okay.
Or just books. Are you talking about him ripping things open?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a mess now.
Okay. I want to pick up something on the floor and
Okay.
just chuck it in the room.
Oh no. I need you both to roll a dex save.
Yep. Oh, whoa, Fireball? That book doesn't exist anymore. Oh, come on.
Oh, it's not Fireball. Adelaide's way more creative than that.
That's a 25.
Okay, you know what's coming. As you fucking know this twins better than most. And so the minute you throw it knowing some shit's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Let me just fucking... you see the corners of the walls beginning to... You hear slats, basically, unfold and slide as you see tiny, about the size of a donut, like a Timbit. Holes just along the walls, of basically the wallpaper blackening, and cindering, as you see all of these tiny holes start to smoke, and it's right at the top of the room. What do you guys do?
Is this the office or the vault?
This is the office.
I quickly grab Azalea and tuck her inside the vault.
I grab Shadow Man's hand. I got a 15 on my dex save, by the way.
Yeah. So in the vault, you see the armor
come back to life.
Shift. As you see what can only be described as the Shadow Man going, fuck. As you guys all run in, you start hear crackling. As you see from inside the vault, the walls of the office begin to pour down molten liquid gold.
Can I close the door behind us?
You're gonna lock yourself in the vault, but you can.
I don't know that we have a choice. We're gonna get hit by liquid gold.
Where's my... Oof.
Azalea, make a insight or history check, your call.
Yes. Oh, one of them I'm heavily proficient in. I will take a 22. In?
Which one did you pick?
Oh, insight, sorry.
Oh, insight. This is your mom. Your mom is a control freak. We love her. Control freak. Wouldn't all of this be controlled by the suit of armor? Doesn't that make sense? Like a little bit?
Yeah, okay.
Holiday, what are you doing? Do you still close the vault door?
No.
Okay. Liquid gold begins to seep into the vault. Holiday, what are you doing?
I will, how big is the vault?
It's about 10 by 10.
How fast is the liquid going?
It's not terribly. It's thick. It's thick. But it is setting fire to the desk. It's setting fire to the bookshelves. This is definitely Adelaide being like, hey, if you break into my vault, there's not going to be much that you can do.
Is there anything on the roof or the ceiling?
No. There's just ceiling.
I walk slightly closer to the armor.
Okay.
And I'm like, yeah.
Yep. You do so?
I would like to do an Arcana check on the suit of armor.
Okay. Azalea.
I'm closing the vault. I know my mom, there's no way she wouldn't find a way out.
Fair enough.
This would be used for emergencies.
You hear it lock. As the liquid gold begins to seep underneath the vault.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Adelaide's smart.
She says that.
Yeah. Holiday.
So I got a 17 on Arcana.
17 on Arcana. Oh, shit! This is definitely Adelaide's armor. Adelaide controls the city. So the armor is definitely the one that is the linchpin to this. You see the Shadow Man begin to drift closer to the armor as the armor does not attack it. Or are you guys?
Hey, so you're Adelaide's little kid.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
that
I think
armor is your mom's.
I don't know how to stop her though. Let's try. I'm gonna go up to the armor and kind of like take its hand, take the hand parts. Hey, it's just me.
Are you able to wear it?
Man, maybe. Not gonna do
You
much.
see the vault door begin to corrode and melt holes as you think the liquid gold is melting the vault door.
Yuck, let's try. I'm gonna try putting the helmet on.
It does not remove.
How deep is the vault? Can we keep going? Is it a tunnel?
No, it's 10 by 10.
Am I able to? I want to try to connect to the armor.
The lights turn off. You try to connect to the armor. How do you connect to it?
I try to take control of the armor.
I suppose that's a possibility. Why don't you? What's your sorcerer? It's charisma.
Yes.
Roll a spell casting. Just roll spell casting. So roll a d20 plus your to hit.
Okay. That is a 17.
Not enough.
Shadow person, you can float through things. Yeah.
It's just approaching the green gem.
I'm gonna try to pull out the green gem.
You're gonna touch it?
I am gonna touch it.
Uh,
I'm gonna try. I think it's controlling this.
do you have mage hand?
Do I have mage hand?
Okay.
Nope.
In about a minute or so, you guys are gonna have to start making dex saves.
I'm gonna use my mage hand to grab the gem.
Oh no.
I'm not letting Adelaide's kid get in trouble. Not when I could help
Blaine's
it.
kid always gets in trouble.
Not if I could get in trouble first, honey.
As you cast Mage Hand, you see the Shadow Man reach out, but it's a little too late. As oh boy, I need to stop the music for this shit. Give me 1 second. I was just setting up the. Okay, cool. Oh, guys, you always defy my plans, and I love it. Azalea.
Yep.
What you see is horrifying. You know what? Maybe, just maybe. I doubt it, though. Holiday, make a wisdom saving throw. And I guess, Azalea, in a minute, you're gonna need to make one, too.
16.
No. As Azalea, you see her, Holiday, grip this stone that seems strange. And she grips it as the Shadow Man tries to grab Holiday's arm, and actually is able to, but Holiday remains stagnant. You see all of a sudden, Holiday goes into a celestial form, which you've seen before, and looks at you with bright green eyes. As you see from the gem a bright green lightning strike to Holiday, to the Shadow Man, and then towards you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Not that I think you guys.
You know what I'm bad at?
Mm-hmm.
5? How's 5 sound? 5 good?
You black out.
Yep. Well, here always does this. Oh no, are we dead? There's gold coming at us.
Heart of gold.
Dumb of ass.
Truly encased in gold, dumb of ass.
You wake up in a forest. It is nighttime, though there is no stars, no moon, but there are trees that are gray and almost twitchy as they blink in and out of existence.
Who is it?
You don't see anybody.
Oh
It's
no, which
just
one of us?
both of you.
Oh.
The only thing you see ahead of you is a lake.
Do we see each other?
You do.
Is the shadow figure there?
He is not.
See, I think we're just resetting. She won't let the... I think this is the respawn point? If that makes sense.
Interesting. So don't throw stuff into vaults.
Not in a mom's fault, apparently.
What do you guys do?
Is this a forest I've been into that's getting
Definitely
recreated?
not. This is not. Holiday,
Mhm.
do you remember when Idius and the War of Time was happening? And Idius was attacking, and sometimes it would feel like you didn't exist in nowhere?
Yeah.
That's what this feels like. This feels like nowhere. But like hyper nowhere.
Book. Okay. Could I touch a tree?
You touch a tree. It kind of gives you the ghost of a feeling of touching a tree.
We should try to get out of here.
Do I
Ahead
still
of
have
you
the
is
book
the
on
lake.
me?
You don't have anything.
When I look into the water, what do I see?
You see two things. Across the water, you see the shape of what looks to be a woman. But you can't quite make anything out. In the lake, you see what looks to be the universe. Gold dust, stars, moons, suns, space.
I never asked you this, but can you swim?
I hope I'm waterproof.
Is that something? I don't know. That's something we should test right now.
I look at the woman across the lake.
You think as best as you can she's watching you.
What does she look like?
It just looks to be a shape of a woman. You can't focus on her features. It's almost as if anything but her shape feels like a black hole.
Do you think we should talk to her?
I think she can send us back.
Let's go then.
Not through the water, though. Around it?
Around the water sounds good.
I offer my hand to you.
I take it.
You approach. You see the woman get closer and closer, though the black wholeness of her appearance does not change. She's looking into the water.
Hello.
You see the silhouette of the woman kind of turn to you as she goes, Oh, hello, Holiday. Azalea, you're here early, certainly.
Hello. I'm sorry, but I don't remember us meeting yet.
She kind of chuckles at that. How'd you get here? And I hope you're not stuck. As she looks at Holiday.
Touch stupid things gets you somewhere, I guess.
We're lost.
This is a good place to be lost.
Is it a good place to be found?
No,
Ah,
but he's here, isn't he?
we think so. You're talking about the shadow person?
She laughs again. As you hear through the leaves and the pine trees and rippled off the lake and in the sky, a voice singing.
What is this place?
A memory? A memory of someone powerful? As she points to the middle of the lake. As you see a form in the middle of it. As you recognize the voice that's singing.
I waved to him.
He seems to be asleep.
Are we able to get out of here?
She nods. He'll be able to bring you out when he wakes up.
What is your name?
You would, and I'm sorry that you would, know me as the unorthodox one.
It's nice to meet you, Unorthodox One.
Is it? As she looks out to the lake.
You've been nothing but pleasant so far.
Here I have. At least
Vonda.
he remembers who I am.
Is she
Will we
standing or
remember
sitting?
too?
She looks at you. I can't understand both of you at the same time.
Holiday, you go first.
Sorry, I was just asking if she was like standing or sitting.
She's standing at the edge of the lake.
Okay.
Will we remember you as well?
For now. Depends on how things end.
Hope we do.
Unfortunately, I think that'll just make things harder.
Is there anything we can do to help either of you?
That's funny coming from a dragon.
did my family hurt you?
Strange things did happen here, no stranger would it be that at midnight in the hanging tree, are you coming to the tree? As you see the trees disappear, as suddenly around you see a series of statues. 14 to be exact, 16 to be exact. And surrounded that is mirrors with a crystal on top of it. At midnight in the hanging tree. Not yet. I don't have a good track record with heroes. Holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Roll history.
A natural 20.
You've heard this voice before. This is Sam. As the unorthodox one looks at you, and she kind of chuckles and goes, "You see?
Different paths for different people.
It was nice, Holiday, to have a moment where we weren't enemies."
We're both idealists in different ways.
No. We aren't. As she walks into the lake towards Gideon. As you see her approach and just get to like chest deep, as she kind of picks him up almost bridal style, as you see his eyes open, as he whispers something in a language neither of you understand, as she smiles and answers back. And finally, you see his tattoos glow. Azalea, you see your own skin crack, not painfully, with similar designs. As does yours, Holiday.
I squeeze Holiday's hand.
I kind of like pull Azalea closer and hug her.
As for the briefest of moments, ooh, fun. You see this face. You're not allowed to be done yet. Hold on. Oh no, I can't even go to the void. I have to go to the big folder.
And is the word on the book true?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
As slowly everything disappears back into darkness, but only Gideon remains. Humming this song. Alone in a temple. Now with a shattered crystal. With 8 circles glowing. You wake up.
Where do we wake up?
You wake up in the vault, now open, as somehow on the floor the liquid gold has somehow made a perfect circle around you all. So you don't have any sort of damage. But you do see that the gold has hardened.
Is it still hot though?
It is not. And where the Shadow Man once lied, you see Gideon.
I go check to make sure he's alive.
He's definitely alive. As you touch him, he opens his eyes. His electric blue eyes just piercing into you as he sits up and puts on his glasses.
Shadow person?
I can talk again. Oh, that's nice. Haven't been in physical form for a moment. Hello. No, my name is Gideon.
Hi, Mr. Gideon.
Just Gideon.
Oh, okay. You saved us.
Oh, well. Not really.
Thank you.
Not really. I was just trying to put myself back together as he pulls down his shirt, and in the middle of his chest you see that same green gem.
We probably shouldn't have been the ones to touch that one then.
No, but
Thought it was controlling the gold. My bad.
it was a reasonable assumption. Anyway, I'm glad that I found you all. Hopefully I can make a little more sense of this nightmare.
Let's all get out of here together then. Yeah?
Yes. Holiday, do you still have the key to Birdie's house?
I should.
Gideon nods as he goes, do you think the master would like cameras anywhere near his vampire disciples?
I suppose not.
I bet Aunt Birdie doesn't trap her rooms either.
Let's hope not.
Shall we make our way to Birdie's house then?
Yes. Alright. You make your way out of the parliament, smashing the door open, because it is stuck with gold.
Can I... Gold is quite soft.
Yes.
I would like to stick my hand in the gold and just grab some.
Okay. Sounds good. Glob of gold. As you make your way out of the parliament, you see the sun beginning to rise. As you see Gideon walking towards Birdie's townhouse.
Yep, I'm following.
Okay. Do we need to break for a minute?
Sure, yeah, I would like to just use the washroom real quick.
Yep. We'll do
Thank
a
you.
10-minute break.
Thank you, Nick.
Of course. Alright. After walking for about an hour, I would say, you get to Birdie's house. It is the same as it was. Gideon walks in and kicks his boots against the floor to kind of kick off the dust, and then walks in.
I wipe it so hard.
As he walks into the kitchen and begins to make tea.
So we need to.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Trust me, I'm okay.
He looks at you, Holiday, and goes, "Oh, none of this is real. This isn't actually her house. It's just a dollhouse version of it."
It's a
I'll
dream.
noises.
Like, just open your mouth and ah! Oh, we need to make a plan.
My thoughts exactly.
We need to find a rock, a big rock. It's an obelisk, I think.
You got that.
Is that what that was?
It worked, thank goodness, as he puts his head against the cupboard.
What? The green thing was the obelisk thing?
No, that was a piece of me.
Okay.
No, I'm talking about... There's this strange thing that Paradox is able to do, where she can send messages out of the void. I tried to do the same thing, and I wasn't sure if it worked.
That was you sending those messages.
Yes.
Thank you. I got some of them. You said we have to go back the way we came, find the gate, get to the void because we're out of the void.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, this is a trap. The Paradox wants you to do a certain task to get to a door for a certain purpose. I'm not sure yet. I don't want to follow her game. I think we can get out of here without following it. That way, hopefully, everyone can survive.
Can she hear us?
I don't think so.
Promise?
As much as I can promise anything.
Sorry, you go ahead.
We have to play her game.
Why?
Because there's people watching and trying to stop it. The longer we play, the more time they have to free everyone.
He looks at you, Holiday.
What's your relationship with Paradox?
She's my warden. This whole thing, the void, is my prison.
That's rather rude. What was your crime?
I don't really remember. That's part of the whole shattering thing.
Oh, okay.
All I know is that I touched down on your material plane. Paradox showed up, shattered me into a million pieces, and sent me to the void.
Rude.
I thought so as well.
I don't think she's nice, but I do think she's scary. And she killed someone over this already.
Oh?
She looked... sorry, Nick, I'm trying to remember exactly what she looks like, but I remember that I think it was Sam. can I describe the body, or would you like me to roll history?
You describe the body.
It was really scary, but I know that that's someone that she's killed over this. I fear what will happen if you don't play her game. We can take a long time with it,
No,
but...
you can't.
Oh.
You'll lose the game and you'll die.
Yeah, but that's not real.
Yes, it is.
You don't die
Yes, you
in...
do.
This is different? I owe a couple people an apology for incorrect information.
That's her thing. That is what Paradox is good at. She's a paradox. She can promise you the world, but she doesn't mean anything.
She's not... Oh. She'll kill us for real. Maybe. Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna think about that. We're gonna push that down right there and we'll think about that later. Then how do we play this without losing?
We break the game.
Okay.
I will not promise you everything in the world. All I can promise you is I need to try and get my powers back. And if I can break everyone out of the void and hopefully save you all. And perhaps even, unfortunately, if someone dies, I can try.
We can work on it.
I make no promises, though.
No, of course not. But trying is better than nothing.
Exactly.
Holiday, what do you say? Should we try to break this?
Let's get Gideon's powers back.
To do that, though, we're going to have to break out of the city. This is our arena. There should be a train towards the obelisk.
Okay. And a train is...
It's like a car.
And a car is...
You know those things without the traveling metal things without
The metal
horses?
carts?
The metal carts are cars, and a train is a metal cart thingy, but longer.
Okay. It's like a cart that moves and it's big. Okay.
Yeah. And you don't want to stand in front of it, because if you stand in front of it, you will die or get hit and get hurt.
Is it especially with those ones, or? As that seems like that's what happens when you stand in front of a cart. I mean, a horse will like just wreck you.
Yes, but usually sometimes horses know to stop when there's something in front of it, and these sometimes take a bit more interesting roads to stopping. Anyways,
Trains don't stop that well.
That we're trying to get out of the city. But there is probably a problem.
we're getting watched.
The Clockmaster?
Right.
I assume that's the game master.
Well, even if it is, I don't think the Game Master will like us escaping.
Gideon,
Yes.
is this city a clock?
He nods.
And all the other androids, they're part of the clock, yes?
Yes.
We need to get into... The Clockmasters, I'm assuming, is in the center of all that.
Parliament? We were just there. I guess it is possible.
Maybe we just didn't... I don't know.
Holiday, roll history.
Another natural 20.
Yes.
What's a good, or remembering the Parliament from Thea's arc? Adelaide's office is just basically a place for her to work. The place where you hold power in the city is the throne, where Vohorn was, in the council room, where you fought Vohorn.
Ooh, I was not there for the fight, but yes.
I thought you were.
No, I was away for
Oh,
the fight
right.
of Volhorn.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It was the council room.
Gideon, I think we should go to the council room. The throne of the city.
I suppose if you're ready for a fight, if he is there.
I haven't had to fight anything in a while. Okay.
Well.
Wait, who's... Oh, the clockmaker. I'm following. Can ignore me.
I suppose we have a plan then.
Okay. Go fight the clockmaker. Then sneak out of the city. How are we gonna do that with all the scrying machines around? There's too many to hide from.
I have a small spell that might give us some time. Maybe.
Okay.
I'm not sure how well it'll work on necessarily the surveillance cameras. I could maybe give it a shot once we are trying to actively get out of the city. It might give us a bit of time to lose. It might give us some time for them to, or it might give us some distance from the tracking stuff.
Okay.
Synaptic stasis, maybe?
I don't know that I've heard of that one. Heck yeah. I also have some magic that maybe, I don't know. I don't know much about these things, but what I do know is I touched one of the floating lanterns and it burned me. So presumably these machines are heat-based. And so I think that they would be really good if ice were to freeze them, then they'd stop working. Right?
What floating lanterns?
The one, and I'm gonna point at a light bulb. That one.
Those are electricity based, I believe.
Well, they burned me.
They produce heat, yes.
It's like a lightning bolt. It's like a lightning bolt in your house.
Oh shoot! I don't know if ice works against lightning.
Well, at the very least, we have a plan right from the beginning. To the clockmaker.
Be the clockmaker. Sneak out of town on a train. Got it.
Well, I suppose we'll just have to prepare then.
Yes.
As you see Gideon take a deep breath, you see a man who you think might be losing no matter what. And that is where we end today.
All right.
Hello?